2.
Relax the tension in your body. And sit in a comfortable position where your spine is straight, but not too rigid, not too lax. You want to be sitting forward as much as you can be in your chair so that your spine is upright, not slouched or hunched over. Hold your hands in the dhyana position with your right over your left and your thumbs together, and place it on your lap. Initially, let us do the Vajrasattva breathing exercise for purification before we begin the other visualization. So, visualize over the top of your head is Vajrasattva, the Adi Buddha, who represents the 6th Dhyani Buddha, the pure mind of the Buddha, the pure mind of the awake consciousness itself, is manifesting as Vajrasattva atop our head. In the center of Vajrasattva's heart, we see a hum seed. The hum seed looks like a drop with a crescent. There's a drop like a circle with a crescent, and then underneath the crescent it looks like a number 5 with a number 3 attached to it. This is a home bija. Around the home bija at Vajrasattva's heart is the 100-syllable mantra of Vajrasattva. As I chant this 100-syllable mantra, visualize that the home bija is energized and begins to melt and drip liquid white nectar into the central channel at the top of your head and third eye. And as this nectar drips down from the top of your head, it fills your body and it starts to rush and gush like a hose. And the hose squirts down and shoots out all of the black, pushes out all of the black, dirty energy through the pores of our skin. Through the bottom part of the pores of our skin. Pushes out the black, dirty energy. Om Benzo Sato Samaya Manupalaya Benzo Sato Teno Patita Juto Mipa Suto Chayo Me Bhava Supo Chayo Me Bhava Anurakto Me Bhava Sarva Siddhi Metayas Sarva Karma Suchame Jasam Sriyam Kuru Hom Hoy Bhagavan Sarva Tathagata Benza Mame Menza Benza Bhava Mahasamaya Hom. Benzo sato samaya manobalaya. Benzo sato teno pai tisna jutomi bhava. Suto chayo me bhava. Supo chayo me bhava. Anurakto me bhava. Sarva siddhi mitayasa. Sarva karma sujame. Justam sriyam kuruham. Hoy Bhagavan Sarva Tathagata Benza Mame Menza Benza Bhava Mahasamaya Satwa Hom Benza Sato Samaya Manopalaya Benzo sato teno partita juntor me bhava. Suto jayo me bhava. Supo jayo me bhava. Anurakto me bhava. Sarva siddhi mitayasa. Sarva karma sujame. Justam sriyam kuru hom. Hoy Bhagavan Sarva Tathagata Benza Mame Menza Benza Bhava Mahasamaya Satwa Benza Sato Samaya Manopalaya Benza sato teno partita dhantoy me bhava. Suto tayo me bhava. Supo tayo me bhava. Anurakto me bhava. Sarva siddhi mitayasa. Sarva karma sujame. Justam sriyam kuruham. Hoy Bhagavan Sarva Tathagata Benza Mame Menza Benza Bhava Mahasamaya Satwa. The nectar drifts down, shoots through our body like a hose, and pushes the black energy out through the bottom of our pores. The bottom part of our pores and the bottom half of our body. Now, when you inhale, I want you to visualize that you're bringing the energy down from the left nostril into the belly, and then up and out the right nostril as you exhale, and visualize all your desire energy is dissipating. Do this for 3 times. Breathing slowly and softly. The energy comes through your left nostril down into the belly as you inhale, up and out the right side as you exhale. Dissolving your desire energy. Now we reverse and we breathe through the left or the right and then down and out through the left, and you visualize that your aversion energy is dissipating. Your aversion, things you are averse to, your hatred energy. And then after 3 breaths, you breathe down, swallow a little bit of saliva, hold your breath in the belly, tense your muscles down there, and you should feel a burning kind of energy going into the belly as you hold your breath. Then as you release it, feel the prana going up and into your heart, and all of the black ignorance energy going out the top of your head. Benzo Sato Hom. Om 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 Benzo Sato Hom. Benzo Sato Om Benzo Sato Om Benzo Sato Om. Okay, so yesterday we visualized the channels and the chakras. Before we learn the most important beginning level tantric exercise called the Vase breath, we're going to have to be able to visualize, to feel our way around, to know these channels, know the chakras, just like we know the things in our purse, he says here. Or for males, you know, just like you know what's in your pocket when you go out. You know, you have your wallet and your keys, your lighter, or whatever in your pockets. The same way that you know what's in your pockets, you should be able to feel and know what's in your central channel. So first, we begin by doing the empty body meditation. Visualize yourself as Haruka, that blue Buddha, with 2 arms, 2 legs standing upright. Your body is transparent up and down. Females, if you want to visualize yourself as Vajrayogini, I guess that's the same thing really. But the point is to visualize yourself with the transparent body of the deity. Body which is translucent, transparent, like made of a mind crystal. And visualize your form is literally like this mind crystal. You arise as chakra sambara. Your body is utterly clear and empty of all material substance, like a balloon filled with air. Nothing at all is inside. Contemplate this. Your light body is clear as crystal. Now, we visualize the central channel beginning with the 3rd eye and the 2 side channels beginning at the left and right nostrils. The left nostril channel is white and the right nostril channel is red. So the central channel is red on the inside, blue on the outside, and you have 2 side channels, white and red. They begin with the nose, the 2 side channels, and the central channel begins with the 3rd eye. They both stretch up, and the 2 side channels spiral around the central channel as they go around each chakra. 3rd eye, crown, throat, heart, and belly are the ones that we're concerned with now. So visualize that central channel extending from the nose and third eye back to the top of the head and then down the spine, running just in front of the spinal cord. It's crucial to these tantric meditations to be able to visualize the central channel and to be able to feel it. As a horse trains for a race, we train ourselves to ride the wind energy horse by moving up and down the central channel, investigating everything. Visualize the three main channels, all the chakras, and all the branch channels, thousands of smaller channels extending throughout the body. Everything is transparent, clear, and free from blockages. Now, everything being transparent, clear, and free of blockages, at the heart chakra, we visualize a drop of white and red Kundalini. A drop of white and red Kundalini at the heart chakra. Right where my finger is here. Drop of white and red Kundalini. The white-red Kundalini drop is in the nature of Heruka and Vajrayogini. The deity Heruka and Vajrayogini are represented in the white and red drop. They are the red and white drop, literally. So the deity is in the form of the white and red drop. Visualize that radiating from this red and white drop is the rainbow 5 colored lights: white, sapphire blue, deep crimson red, bright yellow, and bright lime green. Radiating from this white and red drop, filling our whole body with rainbow light. The 5 colors are in the nature of the 5 wisdoms, the 5 Dhyani Buddhas, the 5 Buddha families. Concentrate on this drop. Do not look at the drop from the outside. Enter into it, penetrate it, become utterly one with it. Your mind unifies with the drop so that there is no distinction between you and the drop, between subject and object. Within this blissful atmosphere of being the drop, you are no longer attracted to any sensory objects. Everything is set up for you to do deep meditation. Let all of your mind and senses melt into the bliss of being the drop. You, as the energy drop, look down from the heart chakra, and you see the navel and the base chakras. Look down and see the navel and the base chakras. Now you look up, and you can see the throat chakra with its 16 channels. You then move up to the crown chakra, which has 32 branch channels, and you see them all clearly. Now to the brow chakra. Which opens outside at the point midway between your eyebrows. From here, you look at your Heruka body, which is of a radiant blue light. From here, we look at our Heruka body, which is of a radiant blue light, and in the nature of non-duality. You see everything clearly all the way down to the feet. You feel extremely blissful. By seeing the immortal body of non-dual wisdom. From the brow chakra, you go back into the central channel, into the crown, and look down at the throat. Again, go to the throat and observe the 16 branch channels. Go down into the heart and look at the 8 branch channels there. Continue down to the navel and see clearly each of the 64 branch channels. Next, investigate the secret chakra, the base of the spine. Finally, return to the heart. We should make the journey up and down the central channel many times, always ending up at the heart chakra. As we travel up and down the central channel, the rainbow light of the Kundalini drop, the rainbow light of the red and white Kundalini drop helps to regenerate and activate the channels. Blocked channels are open, crooked channels are straightened, and wrinkled ones are smooth. Everything becomes rainbow-like. All the channels become as soft as silk, transparent and serviceable, almost as if they would do anything you tell them to.
Now for the next section, which is where the meditation actually begins. Everything so far has been a preliminary. So for the next section, where the stuff actually starts, we'll need to visualize this short A. The short A looks like a long elongated triangle, as you can see, elongated triangle, and on the top is a crescent with a drop inside of it that looks like a small P, and on top of the small P is like a squiggly line that gets sharper as it goes up and terminates into a point. That figure is called the short A. The short A. And we're going to need to visualize this at the belly in order to continue and to be able to do these meditations. This book actually shows each of the necessary bijas which need to be visualized at each chakra. But for right now, we're just concerned with the short A. Place the short A right inside the central channel at the center of the navel chakra, which is located 4 inches below the navel. Lama Tsongkhapa clearly states that the short A should be in the navel chakra and in the central channel. The short A is bright red. It's very hot, like a blazing fire, and blissful in nature. At its tip are a crescent moon, a drop, and a fine sharp nada. Nada refers to sound energy. So visualize this short A with the burning bright red, fiery color, the elongated triangle on a lotus flower seed with a sun disk, a golden sun disk supporting it. Elongated bright red triangle. At the tip is a crescent, a drop, and a fine short nada, squiggly line that terminates in a sharp point. Now that we've visualized it, bring it into the tip of the central channel at the belly, 4 inches below the navel, below your belly button. Hold it there in your concentration. Enter it. Become it. We visualize it over the 2 side channels at the entrance of the central channel at the belly. At the belly is where these 2 side channels meet the central channel for our visualizations. And this energy enters into the central channel and vitalizes our whole system via the Kundalini. So now that we visualize the short A, we can begin the first practice of the tantric practice is given here. The Vase breathing meditation comprises 4 steps. Inhaling, filling the right and left channels with air. Milking the air from the 2 side channels into the central channel and exhaling, or quote unquote shooting up like an arrow. Shooting up like an arrow. We're going to begin by placing our hands into Vajra fists. Placing our hands into Vajra fists. Take your hand, take your thumb, place your thumb over your ring finger, like so, and curl your hand into a fist. Do that with both of them. Curl your hands, and those are Vajra fists. You should feel the energy start to come into them immediately. Then place them on your chest, or on your legs like this, and you're going to want to straighten them out as much as possible. To straighten your back and stretch. Place your hands on top of your thighs with your arms very close to your body and lock straight. Stretch your body upward as much as possible. This enables the airs to flow better. Now after a little while you can sit normally. Visualize yourself as the deity. You rise as Haruka, clear, transparent body. Visualize yourself as Haruka, clear, transparent body. Visualize clearly the 3 main channels and the 4 principal chakras which we will use, which are the crown, the throat, the heart, and the belly. Visualize the crown with its 32 channels, the nature of a triangle, pointing downward. Now you have a heart. At the heart there is a spherical, at the throat is pointing upwards to the crown. The crown is pointing downwards with its 32 channels, sloping down like an umbrella. Just like an umbrella, we visualize the 32 channels at the top of the crown in this downward triangle, sloping down into the throat. The throat has 16 channels. The throat is in a spherical shape, masculine energy, and this spherical shape has 16 channels which are sloping up to the throat, to the crown. So the throat has 16 channels, circular shape, sloping upwards. The heart has 8 channels, sloping downwards, and it's a circle. And the navel has 64 channels, sloping upwards, and it's an up-pointed triangle. Concentrate on the short ah in the navel chakra. You manifest as the nature of deity. With a translucent, transparent body. You see clearly the 3 main channels and the 4 principal chakras. Concentrate intensely on the short ah in the belly chakra. Keep concentrating on the short ah. Visualize the short ah over the navel triangle with its 64 channels. The 2 side channels meeting and entering right at the place where the short ah is. Now the first step in the exercise is inhaling. Breathe in by slowly and gently breathe in slowly and gently through both nostrils until your lungs are completely filled. Visualizing that the air is filling the 2 side channels. Remember not to inhale through your mouth and to bring in a complete breath. Although some lamas say to breathe in strongly, Lama Tsongkhapa emphasizes that the inhalation should be very slow and gentle. In the second step, we visualize the right and left channel are filled with air like inflated balloons. The right and left channels, which begin at the nose, slope up, and remember, they spiral around each of the chakras, like 2 snakes intertwined around a staff, like the caduceus of Hermes. In the third step, while we hold the breath, we swallow a little bit of saliva, tense the diaphragm ever so slightly, the diaphragm rather, right here, tense the diaphragm ever so slightly, and we push firmly down, press firmly down with the muscles. Feel that these downward movements push the inhaled air all the way down the two side channels to the short ah at your navel. You might need to exert a little force to hold the air there. So with the first motion, you inhale and you feel the two side channels filling with air, and then you hold your breath, swallow a little saliva, hold your breath, and just gently kind of feel that this air, as you're holding your breath and still pressing down with the diaphragm, you tighten the lower doors, namely that means the anus and the penis, tighten the lower doors by contracting your pelvic muscles. This brings up the lower airs to embrace and unify with the upper airs at the navel chakra. Feel that the short ah is magnetizing the air energies, drawing them all into the central channel. So feel that the short ah, the blazing red fiery short ah, is magnetizing all the energies that are being generated from the air energy and the energy rising up from the lower doors, magnetizing them and drawing it into itself like a magnet, like a burning red hot magnet. Drawing it into the navel chakra, drawing it into the central channel of the navel chakra. The reason this breathing technique is called the Vase meditation is that the short ah is held by the upper and lower airs, as if it were in a vase or a teapot. Hold your breath and tense the upper and lower muscles for as long as you can. Don't think that the process is complicated or that you will have difficulty doing it. Many things seem to be happening at the same time, but the main steps involve bringing the airs from above and below and unifying them with the navel chakra. Rather than forcing the process, you should feel that the short ah automatically draws in all the airs into the navel chakra. Good concentration helps this all happen naturally. Finally, we come to the fourth step. When you can no longer comfortably hold your breath, you should exhale through your nostrils, visualizing that the unified upper and lower airs held at the short ah shoot up the central channel like an arrow. They completely absorb inside the central channel, energizing much bliss. Exhale slowly at first, and towards the end of the expiration, breathe out the air forcefully until your lungs empty. While some lamas say that you should visualize the air as leaving the body at the crown, Lama Tsongkhapa says that it should be kept inside the central channel. This is understandable since that our main aim is to have all the winds enter and stabilize and be absorbed there. From the navel chakra, the air goes to the heart, the throat, and the crown, and it stays in the crown. So that is the Vase breathing. You visualize your lungs fill up with air, and then the short ah, as you have a breathless state, the short ah draws all in that air from the bottom and from the top into the central channel at the belly. And then as you exhale, it shoots up the central channel and absorbs into your crown and all the chakras along the way. Remember that the navel chakra is closer to the spine than to the front of the belly. And you can stop the vase breath and just sit in dhyana. Sit in meditation for a second. Swabhava Shuddha Sarva Dharma Swabhava Shuddhoham. Om Swabhava Shuddha Sarva Dharma Swabhava Shuddhoham. Om Swabhava Shuddha Sarva Dharma Swabhava Shuddhoham. Om Swabhava Shuddho Sarva Dharma Swabhava Shuddhoham. Om Swabhava Shuddho Sarva Dharma Swabhava Shuddhoham. Om Swabhava Shuddho Sarva Dharma Swabhava